So, you want to have an easy France opener that allows you to crush the English and subjugate your neighbors, then you're just right here. Today, France, 1444 Ironman. Today's game I will call Baguette. Let's start with the most beloved of all, the estates. It's very important that you don't give away too much crown land. I will show you why. Firstly, let's see some land and start a mission. This time around, I don't get the mission to improve relations with the Pope, but most of the time you get it, and I will urge you to do it anyway. I will actually take this, because this mission doesn't require me to use any admin points. I need admin points for later, so I can't do this. Next, I will do this, primacy over the nobility. This is the only thing I will do with mana point increase, because as I said, I need crown land, and you see it already decreases my tax income, and it increases the liberty desire from my subjects. I need loyal subjects, and my main income will be taxes, so this is very crippling for my nation. Now, I'm not an OPM, so I don't get a lot of crown land back from conquering. Next, I will do supremacy over the crown, because it's just nice bonuses for loyalty. Then, clergy, I'll just do religious diplomats, because it improves relation, which directly means less AE and an easier game. And what I will take later on is papal embassy, because it is just nice to get more papal influence over time. I can't do it right now because you need 20 papal influence to take it. Burghers, very easy. I just take the burgher loans because they are nice and it gives a good war chest. That are actually already the estates done. Then diplomacy. You will cancel the alliance with Provence because you don't need it. You actually want to subjugate Provence later on. Why that is important, I will tell you later. Just know you want them subjugated. And that actually sometimes weakens them because the neighbor attacked them. Going on, Scotland. You're currently guaranteeing them, so make a royal marriage. You want to have improved relations with them. Not an alliance, but improved relations. So I like to go for the royal marriage. Next, improve relations with the Pope. Even though you don't have the mission, it gives you more Pope influence. You see over here, modified by 24.5% due to papal state opinion of us. And last but not least, rival. Just rival back whoever rivals you. Try to include England there because you will be at war with them very soon, right? Now, military. Let's first talk about our navy. Our navy is very small. I will just merge it and we want to increase it. For that, we need sailors because we don't start with a lot. You get sailors very easily by exploiting development. So exploit development here, exploit development over here. Very nice. Then build 4 heavy ships on all your coast tiles. That should be enough to contest the English Navy. You still need to fill a little bit around. I will show you how later. Siege General down here. He's very good. He also has the siege trait and also 3 siege points. He will be very needed in our first conquest. And up here, our other general, which will be fighting with the English. And yes, you heard right. We have another conquest first. I will get, firstly, the Free Company in the north, and then we're also still missing 4 units, and I will build 4 units down here. Bam, and now we're perfectly up to limit. With our army done, we can send them now on the voyage. So let's prepare our first war. Get in here, give this a navy, an admiral. Doesn't matter how good he is, everything is better than nothing, and send them down here. Because our first war goal is going to be an OCB war against Byzantium. Yes, Byzantium. They're very good later on to expand this region. If you keep Constantinople, you automatically weaken the Ottomans. They will not attack you. You must be very, very weak if they attack you. Most of the time, they have better things to do if Byzantium is your vassal. Last thing before I start, remove the dip focus. We want more on mill, not everything, but we want more points. 8 is perfect. That's enough to get the mill tech very early on. And look over here. If you get, like me, a discipline advisor level 1, I would urge you to get it. You don't need him, but he helps a lot in the first battle. You don't have too much money later on. If you think about the heavy ships we build right now, and that we will be over naval limit, our war chest will decrease a lot over time. So just as a warning, don't get too expensive advisors. I just get the discipline advisor when he pops up at level 1. Because the first battle that we will fight is actually a little bit RNG related. We can lose it. We probably won't, but we can. So the 11th of December happened. We can declare wars now. I will nosy be now Byzantium and hope that we can easily land. I will land from here because most of the time they don't intercept you if you're coming from there. Out of my experience, I tried also to land from here. They really didn't like that. Land, consolidate before, and that should be enough. Just be careful. This general most of the time is way worse than your general, but you have a -2 penalty for landing over here. So this is the only really risky moment. Right before I land, I will consolidate one last time, and now I pray to the RNG gods for good rolls. Good. First roll, decent. It's better than his. Second roll, amazing. Third roll, looks like we won this battle. I kept my navy around, so if I lose, I can just retreat back and get another army. But this time it actually worked out. So if you lose, it's not all over, not all lost. But if you don't have your navy around, they can't retreat anywhere and they will be sack wiped. If you have your navy around, they can retreat back on. And you can get another army to try the same thing again. It just hurts a lot manpower-wise. With enough admin points, I will now improve stability by 1. This is the thing what I talked about. This is why admin points are very important, because we needed to improve stability and core. And yes, we will even core a lot in the beginning. Oh, actually missed a battle here. That is really, 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 really bad. I lost 4 transport ships. Ah, this hurts so much. Because I was in my tutorial mode, I missed this. I have way less transport ships now and I lost my naval dominance. So I will have a hard time getting over here now. There's practically no army, but I have to actually wait for my heavy ships now to be finished. Surrender of main event. Just as a hint, there's a very little chance of that happening, but they can just give you main back. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen sometimes. In that case, maybe focus on the Ottomans, because most of the time they will not give you main back, and if war will start, I will use this scenario for my guide. I will focus on sieging down this fort with my merc stack in combination with a little bit of army, and the rest will just carpet siege around. I will basically just try to stop them from landing huge troops while my army is still stuck in Constantinople. Most of the time this stack will already be traveling over there, but their naval dominance kind of stops me from doing this. Your vassals will try to help you with the fort sieges, so you don't actually need to care about this down here. Oh! English tried to land over here and my vassals actually captured them. Now with that siege down, let's just try to stack wipe them. I feel like that's an easy stack wipe. Come on. Yeah, gone. Good. My ships are actually ready. I will risk something and try to get them out of here. I moved them to the inside of France. A little bit risky. And with that navy not now supporting my other navy, I should have an easy time to support the rest of my efforts over in dear Byzantium. Good. 5 heavy ships. That should be enough. I mean, come on. My army over here actually already fully replenished. They had enough time, I guess. And yeah, they're just dodging my navy. In a way that solved my overextended army problem, and it just pushed back my war effort, didn't stop it. Was annoying though. Back to 0 stability, very nice. I just saw the English landed over there, and they will probably get away. Oh no, actually they're stupid. Amazing. I love it. Let's try to take them there. And yeah, thanks to our... Oh. Well, okay, I don't know. They just got another stack of support. Wow. Didn't expect that. Literally, I didn't. But all sieges are done. They're now busy sieging. I think this should be enough. So let's just go in, kill his English army, kill the rest. Good. We actually stack up the bigger one. That's actually nice. And we're about to siege Constantinople. Very good. You know what I learned in EU4? Especially after making tutorials? I'm just happy that I'm no admiral in real life. Because a lot of ships would have sank under my command, I'm not gonna lie. We'll land them somewhere where no troops are present and work from there. And yes. By the way, I totally forgot. Put your diplomats on working with your subjects. Should you make your life way easier, because you need better relations with them anyway. After these have landed, I will take the rest of the army, bring it over there. Losing some more prestige, because soon it's dead. And perfect. All of the army landed. Very nice. Now with our efforts over here done, we will take our navy over to the Atlantic side of France. What you want to do in a navy game against the English is not lose any ships while doing damage to them. So every time you see your ship is damaged, you see this English side over here, indicated as overgoing line here, and my side over here. When you see a ship going red, it's about to sink. So what I do is I check, the green ships are, by the way, the ships in battle. What I check is every time I see a ship on my side going red, I retreat, because it's not worth losing it. He lost 2 ships, I lost nothing. And that's what you do against English. That again and again and again. I'll also remove my transport ships to actually drag down my performance. So do that. As soon as it's all repaired, I will actually try to fight real English navy, which is over here. I actually got the 1 heavy ship that I rebuilt. Good. I'm now working with the 6 heavy ships I promised. Now, 100%, let's go in and attack. As I said, I'm checking until one of my ships turn red. Even though I perform very poorly, it doesn't matter. Oh, actually seems about to lose a ship. And as you see, the English don't have wooden wall yet. Sometimes they already have it, but most of the times they don't. And this is why your navy performs so good against English in the beginning. We're actually destroying them. we destroyed 3 heavy ships and took 1. Okay, normally you're not this lucky. If you are not winning, which you probably will not, then just retreat, repair, it takes a while, go back in. The trick is that the English most of the time don't repair the navy and blockade you. So you can attack them again and again and again. Your ships start at 100, their ships don't. You grind them down. This time I was very lucky. I'm not gonna sweet talk this. Taking my transport ships over and preparing the naval invasion. I'm gonna put back the 1 ship that is currently being repaired, and the rest kind of helps the transport navy not to die. Good. Now that we landed, we have an easier time getting the rest of the army over. That's a big naval battle. A lot of light ships. I'm gonna be careful here. This time we're on this side, but we're killing his heavy ships. Okay. I guess it's the English navy gone now. Oh, good. Transport ships just landed. And, as promised, Miltech actually early on. Our goal now is to siege London as soon as we can and harass his armies. He actually got weakened a lot while all of this is going on. And see, truce with Provence ended. So we could actually declare war as soon as we want to. I don't want to right now, but later on. Very good. I have some other conquests to do in the meantime. He attacks me again, because he has to. Okay, I think I deleted his navy. Oh yeah, that siege is done. I think it's actually enough to... But yeah, it's enough to vassalize him. I'm just gonna vassalize him. I'm not gonna take more than I have to and end this war. There's no chance you get Athens. I tried multiple ways. The only way you can get him is taking 2 vassals, which is just useless. So just do it that way. Take Byzantium. You can take Athens later or from the Ottomans. It's fine. This war is now over and these armies can be used somewhere else. Don't waste more manpower than you have to. And over time you will improve relations with Byzantium if you truce with them anyway, so don't be scared of the liberty they decide to have at start. I think with the extra heavy ship I should be able to barrage London. And I actually am. Amazing. Thank you, British, for your generous donation. And don't look at the economy while this is going on. Just don't do it. It's bad, I know. While they are sieging London, we'll just siege random land to get more war score. So, we now have nearly 100%. This is basically 100% war score. What I will do now is something you wouldn't think about. This war is a defensive war. You are not the attacker. England is the attacker. So, you get way less EE. The thing you would normally do is take back your land. What we are going to do is to take all of the juicy trade ports of England and locate our main trade node over to the English Channel to make money in the long term. Trust me, this is way better. The next wars, you can just retake your course, no problem. But this time, if we take London and stuff, we will get basically no AE for it, because it's a defensive war. If you want to take expensive land, do it now. So I will take these all the trade ports in England. Then let's take Calais. I'll just take this so the Spanish don't get any ideas and I get control over the fort. And the same thing here. We basically control all of the trade ports in the English Channel, owned by the English, and that will make us rich in the long run. I will compensate the rest for a little bit of money, and that's basically the first war against English done. Look at these horrible, beautiful borders. And this is why I said we need admin points, even though we have a lot of reconquest war goals. Because we will reconquest later. Now it's about pure conquest. Now, with our economy in shambles and good trade ports for the future, I will reorganize our nation. Mostly forts. Over here, delete this fort, delete this fort, delete this fort. All of the forts over here basically useless. Over here again, this is just grassland. I will build a fort later on Paris because it is just our capital city and I don't want it to be sieged fast. That will be a priority, but that is a priority that has to wait until we have money. Funnily enough, you know what? I will actually keep my army here because I just noticed something. Provence, most of the time, because they are rival with the Pope, get excommunicated around this time, so I can just attack them. And funnily enough, England guarantees their independence. So, you know, kick them while they're down. And my war goal is going to the province with the most development, which is Aix. I will co-belligerate no one, because I don't want any land from them. Waiting for the diplomat to be back. Beautiful. Let's go. England, round 2 just started. I will actually try to storm this. Oh, wait. Oh, because it just turned into the capital and had no garrison yet, I got it day 1. Okay. Okay, that made this war way easier. Gotta move some troops down here now because, yeah, they are in my capital city already. Very lucky with the sieges. You need a fort over there. Otherwise, you will have to deal with problems like this all the time. It's just very annoying. If you see opportunities like this in your game, just use them. They're so good. And there's a lot of these opportunities that you might miss. Like excommunication wars, guarantees that you can exploit. And I could even reconquer some land without generating too much AE, without having the co-belligerent, which is very good. It will not be too much, and I will mostly take money from the English because, you know, I need to kind of repair my economy. But otherwise, this is just nice. Big problem here is that I can't call English provinces because I'm at war with the core owner. I get some other advantages. There's ups and downs for this war. And this English army is actually quite hard to sack wipe. They're doing everything they can not to. So, now, come on. Oh my god. Look what I have to deal with. Die now, please. Yeah, finally. This took forever. Not gonna lie. Cost me way too much in manpower. But see, even now the Ottomans don't declare on me because I have other things to do. What I could do is go against Epirus next, which would be very helpful, getting a lot of these cores back. And I could actually do it right now because I forgot this army over here. Yeah, that explains why I was weaker in all of these battles, because I forgot 12k. Okay, I see this as a good thing now, okay? Because it allows me to do this. Not bad skill, it's just opportunities that I haven't seen before. There you go. Out of the deal. It's not mistakes if you turn them into profit. They actually use the free company. Let me help you with stack wiping them. Actually stack wiped it. I love this event. And I get it most of my guide. Take it. I feel like 63% is enough to negotiate with the English, so I will take mostly money as I promised. Could actually get a humiliation in there. You know what? I will fight a little bit longer for the humiliation. Let's talk about the errors. You want to have this as soon as possible. I will actually use this opportunity now to humiliate England. If you don't get this war like this, which you probably won't because this was very RNG heavy, I'm not gonna lie. But I would have attacked Provence now at any point anyway, but the guarantee was just lying there. And you know, if you can't go around it, use it. Get all of this full as soon as possible, so I will try to def my capital up, which is the highest def province I have, and I will also try to get humiliation to get also this ticking. With those two things, I will actually very soon get stuff like that. And you want 10% AE reduction as soon as possible. Oh, yeah, this is done. War against Ypres is done. I demanded the land, of course, for Byzantium, because I don't want to deal with it myself, and I also demanded money. Could actually use this troop somewhere else now. So, I will actually get the promised papal embassy now, because I do like it. It makes everything a little bit more expensive, but we're actually in a position where we can afford it, so I will actually take it. That was a long siege, but it's done now. English, are you willing? Yeah, good. So, peace out with the English, humiliation, war reparation, money, and that one province that I need for a mission. Let's go. And that will actually allow me to pay back a few of my very nasty loans. I will not pay back everything because I need the rest of my money just as a war chest, because otherwise I will take just new loans, you know. Taking national manpower over here, because, you know, we need manpower. But otherwise, 100% war score. Very nice. I'm gonna vassalize the Provence. Most people don't mind. It will be a small coalition. I will take as much money as I can too, and we'll peace out with this. Now, for a little bit of peacetime, maybe, because I need to recover my manpower pool a little bit. Even though the Ottomans seem very weakened. Let me check out. They're actually very weakened, but I feel like if I attack them now, I will have huge problems later. But it would be such a good opportunity. Yeah, I will attack the Ottomans now. I have basically no manpower, but I feel like if I attack them now, I actually have a better chance of winning than later. Need a new rival, so why not just take the Ottomans? Oh no, not this event. The game doesn't want me to have stability, I tell you. I will use this small peace period to start integration of Orleans, because it kind of adds up very much on my diplomatic relations. A little bit overextended over there. By the way, naval doctrine. I would urge you to take merchant navy, because it will make a lot of money in the English trade node. Oh, the Ottomans have so much fort, though. Can actually use my Byzantine guy to make this work, or it's just attacking something on the west now. Because it would be funny if I could use the trick for my own guide in this video. Watch that video, by the way. Very good. If you want to learn how to play Byzantium, watch it. Very easy guide. Oh, he is moving over now. More of his armies are moving over. We actually can use this threat. Building a few more troops, but I actually think that I will declare a war. I feel very confident that I could win this. Now with London Court, I will move my main trade port over here. That should increase our income by a good amount. So I'm gonna risk it now. It's gonna be horrible, but I'm gonna reconquer for Gallipoli. I'm gonna move my navy plus a new admiral, which is actually quite decent out. We'll try to do this and try to break through as fast as I can. We actually have naval dominance that could change very soon. Because of their better galley navy, which is performing way better here, but I'm just gonna keep an eye on this. We seem to be winning, so yeah. And with an uprising of the English. I actually have to do something drastic, because they have Crimea as an ally, and if I don't peace them out very soon, all of their friends will come from the north, and if I peace them out now, they can actually not do it later. I will actually replenish my free company with the Grand Army, because they are just out of power. Okay, Crimea is hopefully willing to peace out now. They are. Okay. This is still not any less scary. By the way, if you have enough points, get some of these. I'm really suffering with manpower and money, so I'm gonna get this. A good old Holy War. I guess that's kind of fitting here. Oh my god, I'm so unlucky. 71%. Come on, Paul. My economy is dying. Yes. Yes. Okay. 50%, that's enough for me. So I'm gonna mostly take money here. I'm gonna return a lot of land to Byzantium. This is just to cripple the Ottomans, and I feel like this will cripple the Ottomans a lot, because I kind of blocked them from going over here with the troops, and I will take a little bit of money. Otherwise, I really gotta deal with my English rebels now, because they're about to take over. And I'm gonna get a diplomatic relations advisor, because they're very nice. I think, I have a theory that the English peasant rebels killed my English separatist uprising, because it's not here anymore and I didn't do anything, okay? Oh, I love this. Before you integrate anything, do take the noble integration policy. I took it before I integrated Orleans, like barely before it. I timed it right. It will make them one loyal, but as as you integrate more and more of your subjects, it will become easier and easier to control them. Just give them stuff like money, pay the loans, take some of your prestige, stuff like that. There is options to make them more loyal, but as you integrate more and more, it should become easier and easier. My income very suffering for not controlling London. I have to say that. My goals are kind of taking Brittany now and also attacking Genoa. Why Genoa is important, I will tell you in a bit. London back under my control. Income as high as it has never been before. This is very sad, but it's the truth. So, war with Genoa. I'll explain to you why it's important. We need Corsica. Why do we need Corsica? Missions. Provence. We want to give Provence Corsica because if they own Corsica, they get course all over Naples. All of this will be course for them. So that is just a very easy reconquest war. You want to do this earlier than later because the Castilians at some point will PU this. If you get the reconquest, you have such an easy time. I have no real way to attack them directly, but I saw they allied with Aragon, so I fabricated a war goal on Aragon over here. I will declare war on them now, and through this, we'll take Genoa. And you want to declare the war against Aragon before the Iberian wedding happens, which is also hard to break apart. And I'm keeping a spy network on Aragon because I get better siege ability by this. Basically, you see French spy network in Aragon, and it decreases the fort defense, which just makes it a lot easier. This goes up to 20%. So if you want to siege faster, especially in the times before cannons exist, just continuously build a spy network in a nation you're currently at war with. Remember when I said I want to build a fort on my capital? Yeah, I didn't do it, and they're sieging it. Sounds very bad like that, but another good thing of having Byzantium is around. They are sieged a lot. They're a good distraction. This sounds very mean, but they actually are. You will notice this in your gameplay that they are sieged a lot. I would say I feel bad, but I don't. We finally have this. Now, to the nice part. And also, as I said, also demanded this, so this is also done. Provence, Grand Province, give him that. And the beautiful thing now is, if you click at Provence, look at all of these cores. And these claims, yeah, but these cores are very nice. I think I will do one more England war, and they're currently very busy, so that could actually be something I could do. So let's start this war. He has actually allied with Austria. Ah, that's bad. Yeah, I will try to rush this a little bit. Reconquest of Maine. Anyway, ideas I will take quality, because I have a manpower problem, but I want strong armies, trust me. It's just so much better. I have a very bad game so far, but in the long run, trust me, quality. And as France, you will have enough manpower. It's just the early game that's a little bit... You know, I'm constantly at war. Of course I have no manpower. I could just use mercs, not gonna lie. Most of the problems would be fixed with that. Not my economy, but the rest. I mean, I did fight the Ottomans, the Aragonese, the English, like all the great powers in the first few years of this campaign. So I guess this explains my economy. I don't want too much. I actually want to fight the Austrians in the future, so this could be useful. As I don't have the manpower for a large war, and this is still a good step forward. So let's talk missions now. Why haven't I talked about missions yet? Because they haven't been involved until now. The missions of France are very good. Firstly, let's take this for Normandy, which just gives you more crown land, and Normandy loses a core. This is just more claims. Conquer Provence, which is just, you know, more claims. This is mostly just claims. And this is very nice. The 100 Years War gives me, normally you get 1 stability from this. I'm at full stability, so I get 100 admin. I don't know why they say 50-50, but you know, it mostly translates into 100 admin. Very good. Normally you immediately lose this stability because there's an event for this province where you either release it as a vassal, which is annoying because we already have a lot of vassals to deal with, or you will lose 1 stability. I already had this event, so I actually just don't lose it this time. Why did we keep Scotland around? That's actually a question I still owe you, right? There's this mission here, Strengthen the Alliance, and it says that you need down there any country in the British Isles region that is not England or Great Britain with at least 70 development, and you have 100 relations with them. There is just Scotland around. There's no other nation in the British Isles, not being England or Great Britain, that fulfills these conditions. So I'm gonna do the alliance now, and yeah, I just didn't want to be called into wars from them up to this point, so that's why I just dodged it. The guarantee is mostly enough, and if you beat the English down and down again, they have no time to conquer the Scottish. But in the meantime, for a small little war, we could just go into Brittany and vassalize them. Vassalize or just annex. Both is fine. The Byzantines helping me in the French mainland. That's actually funny. And oh yeah, an event here. English wanting military access because I cut through their land. No. And finally, I can take this now. I didn't got to improve Paris enough yet, but you know what? I'll just do it now. But thanks to the humiliation and embracing the Renaissance, it allowed me to get this before I take this land. We actually barely have any claims on, so that's very good that we get it right now. Because AE starts to become a problem at the moment. I'm at the point where I kind of start to think about, AE exists. Ah, yeah. So if I take it all, that is actually not too bad. Actually, don't care about any of these nations. Let's go. Fully annex this, concentrate development into the capital city, and integrate. Allows me to finish this mission, which gives me dip points, which I need because this is the tech where I'm most behind. What I could take for integration is this one. Gives me more dip and makes it cheaper to integrate, so I'm just going to take that. You can take it earlier, I just need my Pope point. And this is why I said their Pope points are so important, right? Now that we have a little bit of a peacetime and I could take care of rebels, I'm going to decrease the autonomy. Because I want my economy to go up, and yeah, it helps a lot. And yeah, I get a money event. The game hurt me. It hears me complaining. And this is also very good. I will accept English, and I hope this decreases the uprisings in England. Because I feel like they're already, the next one I see, it's happening very soon. Already there. I just killed one, I promise. It's already back. Wanna sell me this province? You know what? I'm gonna buy it. I don't know why you sell it to me, but I'll take it. I'm actually making a slight profit now, and I'm also maintaining my army and replenishing them. So that's a good sign that I could start a war again. I feel like Naples is also a little bit in trouble right now. They look a little bit burned. I think the time is come to attack them. I'm just gonna deal with an uprising up here, because, you know, deal with your rebels before your war, because you don't want to deal with them while the war is happening. I have such a good air. Actually, also with AE decrease. I'm just gonna abdicate right now. So I finally can get this amazing air and finally catch up in tech, because my tech is very bad at the moment. I feel like a third world nation in the middle of Europe. Yeah, let's change that. War against Naples. I'm gonna take the most expensive province, which is of course his capital, and declare the reconquest. Okay, while I was bullying his allies, Aragon actually attacked and started the unification war. I can't allow this to happen, so I'm now going in and try to stop Aragon while this is happening. Gonna keep an eye on my navy this time, because I don't want it to sink again. Let's just pray the Burgundian Inheritance is not happening right now, because I wouldn't be able to deal with that. And yeah, I really need to build that fort over there. Stilling his siege progress while also winning a battle. Very nice. So let's build this fort finally. Do this earlier than me, please. I'll just demand everything from this. No one really cares because it's a reconquest and it's so much developed land, so this is why this is so good. So I stopped the Aragonese. I can actually just end the war with the Aragonese at any time if I want now. I have other things to do now, so I will not take this war against the Aragonese too far, but I could take a few more islands. AE-wise, I'm better off just preparing for the next war against Burgundy, which will be very huge because, you know, there's a good event where you get cores and can conquer it. There's a bad event where you have to fight a PU war, and the PU is so much AE. In my case, Burgundy is actually still quite small. You could be very lucky and some random OPM gets it and you just get cores on them. Or you could have a lot of bad luck and have to fight Austria for the PU. It's double messy because you have to fight against Austria and its allies. And at the same time, you also have to get so much AE with all of the land through the PU war goals. Because PU costs a lot of AE now, right? Oh, by the way, I just noticed my governing capacity is a little bit too much. So just go through the states, take one of this edict. I'm actually still over 30% crown land, which is very good. And now I can actually call more provinces. So I just gave Provence the claim over there. And I took this for the simple reason that if Spain ever unites, I could just release Aragon from this one province and, you know, reconquer all of it by releasing it, right? So I like to do this with my Byzantine runs too. It's a very easy strat to kind of cheese Spain, because once, you know, all of this is being integrated, you can release it from one of your provinces. Small tutorial on culture and release nations. You can release a nation only in its culture group. So even though Aragon is a core over here, you can't release it from over here because it's the Italian culture group. Over here, it's already the Spanish. So, or the Iberian. So you can already release Aragon from here. Just as a heads up, if you're ever confused, hey, why can't I release the nation from over here? It has to do with cultures. With Dip Tech 6, I unlock the dock. And if I build a dock over here, which is the mission over there, I also get 5 free ships, but better, I also get claims on all of the British provinces that are owned by England. And that is the mission I talked before with the good relations with Scotland. Oh, finally, I have artillery. I have cannons. Oh, I got the tech. Okay, as soon as I have manpower to build them, I will. Yeah, the dockhead is done. That mission is done. I will get 5 ships now over here that will be built one after the other for free. And now I can also fulfill this mission, which means I get temporary claims, but still claims over all of England. I'll still chill a little bit to replenish my army, but as soon as I can, I will just go in and attack them. Once again, I will take another papal blessing. Before that, I took the money. Didn't show that, but now we'll take them all. And I just like to farm them all because you can stack them so good. If you just look at the papal blessings I have here. Papal blessing, and papal blessing. Like, I have 3 papal blessings at the moment. They're so good. Austria called a crusade against the Ottomans. I just saw that. Yeah, Austria called a crusade. So it could potentially, after this war, attack the Ottomans again and get huge buffs. I mean, yeah, they have amazing military now. Not gonna lie, they're very strong. But at the same time, this tax modifier with more manpower recovery, it's so good. So my second idea for this is going to be innovativeness. Some of you are crying, oh, Florius, where is quantity? Florius, where is economic? Also very strong build. But I like my quality innovativeness build, because in combination it also gives you another 10% infantry combat ability. So you're kind of building, especially in the early game, your French Space Marines, which are very strong. So this is why I do recommend this build. You obviously can do other builds. For me, it's just recommendations. I'm always open for comments and for improvements of the strat. I feel like I'm always giving a foundation over here. I love suggested ideas, and I also saw that we build up a culture where people help each other in the comments. So it's also very good to see. And we'll take the most developed province that is still owned, which is probably Essex. Let me double check that. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, 14 development Essex. So let's go. War goal, Essex, war declaration. And I'm just waiting for the Burgundian secession to happen right now. Something like that. I just noticed, is this the same uprising from the last war? Because the English are still completely occupied. It has to be. What is going on? I'm doing them a favor by occupying them, not gonna lie. They need new management over here. Wait, what? Brunswick. This is the best case scenario. Burgundy got inherited by a random small HRE nation that will never hold it anyway, so 100% liberty side. I will probably just give them independence immediately. That will allow me to just declare war on them and retake my course. Because when this happens, you actually get course on all of it. Otherwise, you know, just go for the PU war, let it drag out a little bit, and let the AE tick down a bit, improve relations while the war is going on, stuff like this, right? And don't be too greedy. Now knowing I have best case scenario, I'll just be a little bit more greedy. I kind of connect all of my English land, which is what I want to do. And I get a small coalition, which is worth nothing. And bam. This is the most deft English provinces, so that is the worst part done. Yeah, okay, we already got the course. It just shows it as claims because we also have claims. Interesting, okay. Repay all the loans. I'm actually loan free now, which is the first in a long time, not gonna lie. Wait, you know what? I'm not gonna wait for this because I just declare war on them. Co-belligerent in this war. Okay, declare war for this. It actually doesn't call in the Austrians. Okay, then let's go. Because I declared on him and he's not in the HRE. And it just counted as a co-belligerent. Apparently doesn't call in the Austrians. I can totally live with that. I don't even have to wait for him to release him. Oh, Scottish actually attack. Oh my god, the Scottish took so much. What? And we got it all. Bam. All but this one province. But otherwise, we got it all. Okay? And we don't need to core anything because it became all core land. That is beautiful. I feel like at this point we reached a good point where I could say we are about to end the guide. But you know what? To spice things up, I will actually wait one more time for the truce to end. And then I will do one more Ottoman war. I will do one more war against the English. And then we officially end it, okay? I do these two things just for you. Your RNG could be very drastically different. I mean, I just started a campaign and see how it went. I worked with the RNG I got. And if you want to see me do other nations, write it into the comments. I always prepare my strats with my Twitch chat. This strat is also made with my Twitch chat. Thanks to them. And otherwise, yeah, let's do this last wars and then end this video with a bang. I feel like we're not getting an Iberian wedding anymore. they're just taking matters in their own hands. So, war against the Ottomans done. I think I permanently crippled the Ottomans with this peace treaty. But St. is now kinda as big as them. Even the islands are now mostly in my hands. I can even afford, with the money I took from the Ottomans, to start building Versailles. So why not do that? Far enough they came in from over here through Spain. I still crushed them. Not gonna lie, that was not hard. So, truce with England expired. Let's go in. So, let's see what we can do. How much can we bully you? Oh, that's a good bully. And only England cares. Amazing. Bam, taking all of this. Final mission, defeat the English. Getting 25 power projection. Nice. And we get until the end of the game, France rules the waves. I hope you enjoyed the guide. If you have any suggestions, as I said, put it into the comments. Otherwise, I wish you all an amazing day. Have a good one and bye.